everyone, how are we today? Just doing a quick all signs reading today. We are just checking in, seeing what important messages need to come through for you right now. Okay, so we will be doing, some more in-depth individual readings throughout the week. So keep an eye out for those. I just wanted to do a bit of a quick check-in and see what's happening, anything important that you need to know about right now. Okay, so I am going to be using the Healing Waters Oracle, okay, as well as sticking with the green theme, the Tanis Lenormand today as well. All right, so please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Every little bit really does help out the channel. I will be taking timestamps as always. And starting us off, we will start with Aries. Okay, Aries. Important messages for Aries. What does Aries need to know right now? What does Aries need to know right now? What's going on for Aries? What do they need to know right now, please? Important messages for our Aries. Whoa, okay, that one. Very water-based. So we might be looking at needing to talk to yourself a little bit more on an emotional level, okay? We do have follow the stream coming through first. That one does say dedication, trust, future rivers and oceans. So this particular energy, it always does really talk about this trickle that turns into, a stream, and then that turns into a river and flows out into the ocean. So like I said, with such a strong water connection with your cards today, we do see a lot of emotional energy there as well. So it's dedication and trust in those small increments when it comes to your emotions, and putting dedication into the things that you feel emotionally attracted to. Turning those into, not just a trickle, allowing that to flow and increase and increase and increase. So it does turn into, this future venture for you that could actually flow and carry you all the way downstream. We also see deep sea diving. Way of the mystic, learn through experiencing and depths. So once again, another water energy there. So we do see the depths of your emotion, needing to explore the depths of your emotions and, trusting. Once again, we're seeing that trusting in the ways of the mystic. So trusting your intuition a little bit more here, Aries. Learning through experience. Is that working for you? Try something else. Okay, so if you are finding something's not working for you on an emotional level, trying a different way of approaching that, looking from somebody else's standpoint, a more objective standpoint, or somebody else's shoes altogether, asking yourself what is the depth of the emotion here, and how can I experience that in a new kind of way. But we'll clarify with the Lenormand, of course. Aries. What does Aries need to know right now? Important messages for Aries, please. Water, ice, and earth. Sorry, I'm just picking out we were on the water theme there, so it was very interesting to see a water-related card come out first. We have the fish here, which is all about abundance and wealth. It is the financial card, but I'm not feeling the finances coming through here for you, Aries. It's more about your personal abundance and wealth. So it's really diving down into the depths of those emotions and what makes you feel wealthy emotionally. What makes you feel as though, what it's like, what is the treasure at the end of this stream that we're following? What is the treasure emotionally that you're heading towards here? All rivers lead to the ocean, which is where you do need to do that down into the depths. Look at your emotions when it comes to some sort of situation here. We do see also the bear and the fox. Okay, so I do feel as though there's a lot of fear coming through with those two cards, and that's, there's a lot of emotions here when it comes to this energy. This feels like it may be in regard to somebody around you, Aries. We do have the bear there, which talks about, it's kind of like that mama bear. This, especially in this deck, we see the mama bear with the two little cubs there. So very protective energy. Someone, the part of the treasure for you here that we're looking for with your emotions is someone that makes you feel nurtured, protected, safe. Feels like, they're your little mama bear that you can snuggle up with. Even if it's something in more depth than that sort of relationship, there is that element of this person nurturing and protecting you. And we also see that here with the fox as well. The fox usually does talk about quite a lot of different things, but we see this fox nestled up and curled up asleep there. Sometimes foxes can be, quite cute and snuggly as well. So like bears, bears and foxes, they're both wild animals at the end of the day. And they can have, what can be perceived as negative traits, but a lot of the time it's those overwhelmingly beautiful wildness of those creatures that call out to something in us and really attract that wild energy to us. Both very, very independent energies here. So I feel like whoever this person is, they probably are somebody very independent and strong in their own right, very strong and powerful and very capable of doing whatever they need to do to survive with that fox energy. They might be quite intelligent as well. They may physically be somebody quite tall and big. They may have, some of them, I don't. There may be a connection here with red hair for someone too, but that's not for everyone. But I'm getting bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, like the fox energy there. They may have the golden shimmer in their eye, like I'm just picturing a fox with like a golden shimmer, and it's because it is showing me the kitsune energy of the fox, which is, the shapeshifter, that this person can sort of shift to and adapt to any kind of situation. And sometimes you're like, how do they make it feels, sometimes it might feel as though, how can this person adapt to, everything that's thrown at them? They've got an answer for it, or, are they just being shifty or clever? But I don't feel as though they are. I feel as though this is part of their true nature. Once again, they're the wild creature that I feel like you, Aries, see this person as the abundance, the wealth, the gold at the end of the the light at the end of the tunnel kind of energy for you there, Aries. So there's a very strong message though about, really uncovering the truth of your emotions when it comes to that energy, Aries, and, allowing that stream to turn into a river and then flow out into emotion. A lot of emotion coming through for you, Aries, where it's needing to explore the emotion and find the truth under the surface. I feel for a lot of you, deep dive and understand that, what's presented to you on the surface, or your initial thought of what's going on with a person or a situation. There's a lot more to it, and it's really needing to assess the emotions underneath the surface of the reality, connecting to, your intuition with the situation, and removing any fear. I do feel there's a little bit of fear there as well, Aries, but that's what we have for you today. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Subscribe, and we'll move on over to our Taurus. Okay, Taurus, what's important for Taurus to know right now? Important messages for Taurus, please. Important messages for Taurus. Ride the waves, Taurus. Okay, life lessons and growth. You will get through this. So it's kind of showing me here that with that first card, it's been feeling like a bit all over the place, that there's waves coming in and crashing on the shore of Taurus and pulling you back out to sea, and then coming back in and pulling you out. And, it's all part of life's experience. And the interesting thing that we're seeing here is it's like, I'm getting tsunami kind of vibes here, Taurus, where, sometimes when big things are about to happen in our lives, we approach this stagnant waters energy as well, feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change. So it's showing me like not just riding the waves, the little waves, we're riding those big waves as well, Taurus, where when a tsunami is coming, the water gets sucked out to sea, and so if you're sitting on the beach, you're like, where's all the water? I feel very, stagnant and stuck. There's no water here. What's going on? And then, lo and behold, here comes a giant tsunami crashing into your life, bringing growth, change, a lot of energy. I'm not feeling like it's necessarily a bad thing, Taurus. It's kind of like, this is the change that's necessary to get you out of that stagnant, stuck kind of energy as well. It's a call for, you're kind of calling back the water. You're calling in this giant tsunami because you're like, no, it's not doing it for me. All the water is too calm. I need that big giant wave to come in and shake things up a bit. But clarifying this for Taurus, what does Taurus need to know about right now, please? What's going on for Taurus? Important messages for Taurus, please. There's that push and pull again. We have the moon. As we all know, the moon is controls the tides, or is connected to the tides. So it's part of the cycles in life that especially when it comes to emotional waves coming through for you here, and your intuition is sort of telling you that I'm calling in action. Things are too stuck. I need to call in something big. And here comes something big, some big, wave about to hit for you, Taurus. And I feel like you intuitively know that, enjoying this stagnancy while it lasts, because it's, everything's going to sort of be rough and tumble for a little while yet, because here comes that ship coming into your shore, Taurus, about to hit land. It's like land ahoy. I'm getting some really random references for you here, Taurus, but it's like, all your ships will come in with this tsunami. It's just a matter of, are we going to allow them to crash onto the shore, or are we going to guide them safely into the port of Taurus and allow them to offload all their treasure for you? So I feel as though this is once again a call to action, that you're wanting things to shift and change, and you're wanting this new journey to start for you here. And it seems to be starting off with some important conversations here. We have the birds there. So I do feel as though, I'm getting a secondary thing there too. But for a lot of you, that this comes to light, this new journey, it all starts with a conversation about where are we wanting to go from here? Where are we traveling from here? Whether it be, a journey of soul, a journey of emotion, a journey of physical. Even for some of you, we need to pack up and move. I'm done with this place. We need a big life change. I need to pack up and move. Some of you, I feel, but it all starts with a conversation. For this journey, it all does start with a conversation. For some of you, it all starts with a rumor, or gossip on the wind is what I'm sort of getting there, that you're hearing sort of the rumors of some sort of change in the wind, and the more and more that you hear about that, the more you're like, that's going to happen, because your intuition is flagging here, going, oh, I thought it was just a rumor, but no, I can feel that's bringing in something big with that. And it all starts with either a rumor or an important conversation. But you can feel it coming, Taurus. It's not long now, okay? I kind of feel like it's not long now. That tsunami will hit very, very soon. Just ride it out, okay? Ride it out. It's going to shake things up. Yes. It's going to be a bit rough and tumble when it hits. Yes. But this is going to bring you to a brand new journey point in your life. It's like that ship full of treasure landing for you. So it's really how you experience the rough and tumble is how you're going to get out the other side. So don't allow it to throw you off your personal self, if that makes sense. Don't allow it to throw you too far. Just ride it out. Go with the flow of the change. Okay, Taurus? That's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. And we will move over to our Geminis. Okay, Gemini, important messages for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know right now? What does Gemini need to know right now, please? Ooh, the ripple effect, Gemini. This is so interesting. Part of something bigger. Details are taken care of. And I am seeing the Gemini energy, like here with the two, the reverse image here, the twins, right? You, Gemini, are affecting things more than you realize. Because the ripple effect, you've probably heard it as the butterfly effect. There was that movie many years ago with Ashton Kutcher called The Butterfly Effect. And that's the premise here, is that the smallest changes can yield the biggest results, or it can change things in ways that we're not expecting, in total other ways. So it's like that, the butterfly effect, they call it, they say a butterfly flaps its wings on one side of the world, and the reverb is felt from the other side of the world from that. I do feel I'm picking up something random here, Gemini, that for some of you this has actually got to do with the whole Trump thing. I don't know how that's relevant, Gemini, but it's like the ripple effect. It's a shockwave felt across the world. I don't want to bring my personal political views into it, but the shockwave of Trump being made president again is being felt across the world. So maybe that's just coming through as like an example here, but it does feel somehow connected to you, Gemini. So for some of you, this may be somehow having an effect on you personally. The way that you're experiencing this, because I do feel as though I'm talking to a Gemini who is in the USA, and your personal experience of this is some way, somehow, regardless of what side of it all you're on, somehow you're able to create a shockwave on the other side of the world to do with this. It's got to do with things changing and shifting, because we have the stagnant waters card coming through here. So feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change. So this ripple effect is like something that you've been stuck on, and this is I don't know whether it's just the time period of this voting thing in America, or like this election thing. I don't know. There was just something feeling very stuck, and then it seems like this whole Trump thing is creating this ripple effect, is creating this coming out of that stagnancy, that the water's no longer stagnant, that this is your call for change somehow, some way. So that may mean something to somebody personally, that there is a call for you to bring about some sort of change. So I just feel that there's someone out there that may be listening that is somehow connected politically to some way of bringing about some sort of change, and just knowing that whatever change you're bringing about, it doesn't just affect your local spot. It has this ripple effect across the world. So I want to say, don't allow the outcome of the vote to stop you for someone there. But I don't understand the relevance for a lot of you. So it's just coming through very strongly that it's connected somehow to this Trump thing. But I do know that, even here in Australia, I have, friends and family that have been personally affected emotionally by this thing. So it's a call to change in some way, shape or form. Even if you're across the other side of the world, this is sort of inspiring you to change somehow, to bring about change somehow, to to know that you are part of something bigger. The small details are being taken care of, and you know, the smallest things that you do to inspire change just within your own self, you know, it can have this ripple effect that spreads out across the world. Clarify this message for Gemini, please. Please clarify this message for Gemini, please. Decisions needing to be made. We have the crossroad here. You're at a crossroads and needing to choose what you want to change. What changes do you want? You need to choose. You need to decide which way you're going here. Are you going left or are you going right? Are you going straight ahead and choosing a new path altogether? We do see the ring here. So this has got to do, for a lot of you, it's got to do with a pattern in your life that you have been very stuck with. We do see the mountain there as well. So that's that stuck energy. So it's like you've been stuck in this cycle, stuck in this pattern, and now is the time you need to choose how you're going to overcome that mountain. Are you going to climb to the tippy top? Are you going to dig your heels in and persevere and climb? Are you going to walk around that mountain in a spiral until you get to the top? Are you going to choose to go around that mountain altogether? Yes, you're going to miss out on the view from the top, but, you know, are you going to choose to avoid that obstacle altogether? Now is the time you need to choose where you're going here, Gemini, what you're doing with the patterns in your life. For some of you, it may be a relationship that you've been feeling a little bit stuck, stagnant in as well. So I'll take that as it resonates, guys. I know I went a bit weirdo with the talking about the Trump thing. I don't, you know, obviously I'm in Australia, so it doesn't personally affect me in the way that it may affect a lot of you. But yeah, it was just coming through very strong. Okay, but you're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, let me know if there's a certain topic you'd like me to read on, and I will move on over to our Cancer. Okay, Cancer. What is going on for Cancer? Important messages for Cancer, please. The Pearl. Alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace. Started at the bottom, now I'm headed to the top. What? No, that's not how the lyrics go, but that's what I keep getting. I started at the bottom, now I'm headed to the top, from grit to grace. Okay, so you may have done something, it may be specific to one specific area of your life. You've had a hard time, you're almost at the end of the road with that problem, that struggle. We'll delve into that in a minute, but you're about to reach the end of that struggle time for yourself. You're about to, you know, open up that oyster and realize that there's a pearl that's been growing there all along throughout all the struggle. And then we do have into the unknown. So, you know, you've known how to deal with the struggle. You've known what to expect from here. But now we're about to enter into a brand new chapter of your life, Cancer, where it's totally entering into the unknown depths. All right, it says underworld, depth, courage, facing your fears. You don't know what's going to happen, but you need to jump in head first. You know, because it's actually a reward. It's the pearl in the middle of the oyster for you. So it might be mysterious. It might feel like I've never been here before. I don't know what I'm doing. You know, it's really that thing of, it's a bit scary, but I'm going to jump on in anyway. Clarify this message for Cancer, please. Clarify that third card. Clarify that third card. Why am I seeing that third card for this message? Ah, okay, Cancer. So it does, it's sort of showing me a little bit more about what this is about, rather than where it's going. So you've been very stuck. We have the anchor here. You have been very stuck on something, stuck in a way of thinking, stuck in a way of life, stuck in a way of dealing with things, and that's become secure to you. That's something that you've relied on. I started at the bottom, now I'm going to the top. You have become comfortable at the bottom, Cancer. You're so used to dealing with that energy that it's like, hang on, I'm so used to being stressed that I don't understand how to just be peaceful and happy. So stress is stable. I can deal with stress. I know how to deal with stress. Happiness is what scares me. That's into the unknown. Happiness and joy and having all the things that I want, that scares me. I don't know how to deal with that. That's scary. Not going to lie, I've been there, done that. But we do have the tree here as well. So it's like you've grown so much, you've matured so much, you've healed so much from the past. Okay, but there is this tendency here to get stuck in that. We have the mice clarified by the masculine. So in your head, you're kind of, nope, I'm stuck in the past. I'm stuck on that loss, the things that I've lost, the stress that I've had. That's comfortable. That's safe. I understand that. But you've grown, Cancer. That doesn't suit you anymore. That's not who you are anymore. Started at the bottom. Now you're headed to the top. Part of you wants to stay at the bottom because it's comfortable. The mice is that stress. Freaking out a little bit about happiness. Freaking out about love, happiness. Entering into just peace, being able to be peaceful and happy and have the things that you have. I feel like there's this energy here, Cancer, of like you've been saying to yourself for a long time, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. But then when they're actually given to you, you're like, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do with this. It's not what I'm used to. Okay, so it's for you, it's all about, diving into the unknown. Yeah, it might be scary because you're not used to that. You don't know how to deal with that, but yields fantastic results for you. Okay, get comfortable with being happy, Cancer. Okay, that's what we have for you. You're more than welcome, of course, to check your other placements. Leave a comment. Let me know, if there is any specific topics you would like me to delve into in the future readings. And I will move on over to our Leos. Okay, Leo, important messages for Leo. Important messages for Leo, please. Gentle force. I know that those cards are quite pale. Consistency, persistence, patience, the long game. Okay, Leo, so, and this card explains it perfectly as well. She who flows, all right? Ease, being open to change and going with the flow of life. Taking things as they come, just going with the flow, just gently flowing along with everything, just consistently trying your best, being patient. The things that you want, they will flow into your life. You just need to allow them to flow rather than forcing things. Okay, clarify this message for Leo. It's a little bit more about enjoying the moment and just flowing with it. Okay, going with the flow, Leo. Trying not to, don't force things to happen. Don't regulate things so heavily, I feel, for some of you. Clarify this message for Leo, please. Okay, so yeah, just going with the flow and learning at the moment. We have the book here, so the book is opening up for you. The mysteries are unfolding, and you're getting the knowledge that you need to move forward in life here. That's why you're needing to be a little bit more patient here, because at the moment, it feels like it's all about learning a little bit more, experiencing a little bit more, and just observing. I feel, because we do have the birds there as well. So with that, it's kind of like some secrets coming to light here a little bit, maybe for some of you, some mysteries being solved and revealed to you through conversations that you're maybe overhearing or being involved in. So that's what I'm sort of feeling. It's like the more you're observing and just listening and just taking this time to just observe and learn from conversations taking place in your life around you, in a very sort of loving, peaceful kind of a way, it's going to take you, to a more going with the flow, loving zone within your own self here, Leo. But it's I do feel for a lot of you there's something important that you're going to become privy to, but it may be through observation. And if you're trying to push things in a certain direction, you might miss out on this. It feels like it's just being in the right place at the right time, overhearing the right conversation at the right time that is just, it just like clicks, and you learn something from about someone, or a secret of how to look at love or how to deal with love within your own life. Whether it doesn't necessarily mean romantic love either. It could just be platonic love. You may it could be as simple as overhearing somebody telling somebody about, oh, I really love Leo. They and you're not, and overhearing that conversation just gives you that reassurance that, oh wow, like I didn't realize that person cared so deeply. So it's just being consistent and showing up for yourself at the moment, Leo, and just being patient with things, because in patience, we just sitting and observing seems to be big for you at the moment, because there's a lot for you to learn of just from doing that. And it's not really wanting to tell me what specifically that is about, but I feel like it'll just sort of, things will just sort of sink in a little bit differently for you. When you're hearing, you're at the right place at the right time, and you're just patiently watching what's happening around you. It allows you to somehow understand things on a deeper level, and move forward in a more flowing direction for yourself. And it takes you towards, more love in your own self. So can't go wrong with that, yeah. But that's coming through as the most important thing for you to know about. So I feel like it's just a little bit of sit back and just watch at the moment, Leo. So that's what we have for you. More than welcome, of course, to check out your other placements. Subscribe to the channel, and I will move on over to our Virgos. Okay, Virgo, important messages for Virgo, please. What does Virgo need to know right now? Virgo, important messages for Virgo. We have the on call. Call as in CAUL. Okay, which is, it's like a veil, right? It's a cowl or a call. It's when the baby is born with the placenta, I suppose, still covering it, and they call it on being born on call or on cowl. So it's like a veil covering you. Healer, seer, priestess, soul purpose. So there is a strong spiritual message with that, because you're being, especially, if someone who's born like that, that's, hundreds of thousands of years ago, that was said to be, the great sign of someone who is born being able to see beyond the veil. It was a very big sign of a healer, of a priestess, of a someone with a very strong spiritual purpose. Okay, so this is talking about you, Virgo, that you are a healer or a seer or someone with a very strong spiritual purpose, that you are able to see beyond the veil, whether that's even just at the moment here. being able to see a deeper meaning to things around you in your life, understanding that these, especially this second card here, is for a reason for you, because we have the stagnant waters card, okay, which is feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change. So it's kind of like you're able to see that there's a reason that things aren't moving in the way that you may want them to. You may be sort of feeling the need to make things change at the moment, but there's a part of you that's understanding that maybe I just need to sit with this and just allow things to be a little bit stagnant at the moment. And, that there's a reason for the lull in life for you, sometimes, that there's a deeper meaning. I feel like for some of you that it's allowing your beyond energy, your soul energy, to catch up to your reality energy. The things going on in your life, they may seem to come to a lull, to a pause. I'm also seeing someone here, Virgo, and it's kind of like you're in a crowd, and it feels like everything pauses around you. And I feel like you're having moments like this at the moment where you're like doing something, or you're out and about somewhere, and you just all of a sudden just feel like a lull, and you feel like you're a step away from everything and everyone. There's some messages trying to come through to you in regard to that you're more connected to the spiritual realm than you realize. And it's kind of like life needs to just catch up to where you're at spiritually, if that makes sense. Like, it just feels like you're like just having these moments where it just feels like everything goes quiet and lulls out, and you're sitting there looking around like, what is happening? So don't be afraid if that is actually happening for you at the moment, Virgo. It's actually a spiritual thing for you at the moment. It's like a matrix glitch, yeah? Just roll with it. Clarify this message for Virgo. But it's just showing you that you're coming into your spiritual power and connection just a little bit more, that you're seeing the next layer of behind reality, okay? Clarify this message for Virgo, please. Yeah, so for some of you, it's specifically got to do with relationships. We have the ring coming through first here, followed by the moon, which that does sort of show us a lot of emotional, like it's an emotional relationship. It's a like maybe that's what the lull is. That's what the stagnancy is in here for you, Virgo, that you're feeling a stagnancy in the emotion of the relationship. But there is a deeper meaning here. There is, just trust your intuition. With the moon, it really does ask you to trust your intuition. Like, we know that the moon is very connected to the tides, and sometimes the tides go out, the tides come in. The tides go out, the tides come in. But there's that quiet little lull before they go in and out, if that kind of makes sense. It's just part of the cycle. It's just part of the pattern at the moment, Virgo. So I'm kind of feeling like for a lot of you, don't worry so much about that, because if you are feeling that stagnancy, it's not that something is stuck. It's that something is just, it's like taking a deep breath. You know that the next breath out is coming, but that's what this stagnancy is. It's just the deep breath in, where before the breathe out. It's just part of the cycle. So don't stress too much about it, I feel, is the main message for you here. We do also see the bear coming through here as well. So, you know, protecting your emotions is important for you as well at the moment. You know, putting up strong boundaries, making sure you do have boundaries, that if you, you know, if you are super worried by this stagnancy and you're not wanting that to occur, putting up a boundary where you're like, no, I need movement. I don't, you know, I feel a lot of you just uncomfortable with that pause, you know, but it's just part of life. It's just part of the cycle for you at the moment, Virgo. So you maybe need to nurture that pause just a little bit more and allow it to just happen, because, you know, once again, there's a very spiritual reason that is happening. You know, regardless of what people say, life cannot be go, 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 because then you're not stopping and learning and taking the lessons in. You know, the more that you'll go, 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 the more that becomes just distraction, 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 and you're not actually progressing. You're not actually pausing to allow it to sink in. That's all this is. It's just allowing it to sink in. Just to breathe in, pause, breathe out. The pause is part of the cycle, okay? It's not out of the ordinary. Don't worry too much about it. I just feel you're stressing about this pause a little bit here, Virgo. It's just part of the cycle. I feel like that's just the important message for you, is to just know that next breath is coming. Don't worry about it so much. Stop stressing your beautiful little heads, Virgo. Okay, so that's what we have for you. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, and I will move on over to Libra. Okay, so we will move on over to Libra. Libra, important messages for Libra. What does Libra need to know right now? Libra. The wishing well. Some really good energy for you. Unexpected gifts, kindness, karmic jewels. All that good karma, Libra, paying off. Okay, we have the pearl as well, which is, you know, supporting that energy as well. Alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace. Opening up that oyster and realizing there's a pearl. All your hard work has you know, successfully brought you this gift. I want to say from the universe. So I do feel as though for a lot of you, it is more along the lines of, you know, you've earned yourself some good karma. There's a unexpected gift from the universe coming through. So that karmic jewel is a pearl, shining, multifaceted, lustrous. Okay, so let's have a look and see if we can find out a little bit more about that for you. Libra, clarifying this energy for Libra, please. Something you've been working towards. I feel as though you've been putting in a lot of grit, a lot of work for this. Can you tell me what this is specifically? Can you tell me what this reward is, this pearl? What exactly is this for Libra? What aspect is this for Libra? When I asked what this is, we have the book. So that's a few things. That's a few things. This, for some of you, this is the new chapter in your life, the next chapter in your life. This pearl is the next chapter for you in your life. I'm picking up for someone that it's a child, that you may be having a child if you've been trying. And that's the next chapter for you is parenthood. So that's just for maybe one of you though. For others of you, this has got more to do with learning. It's a learning. It's an uncovering a secret of the universe. That's what you're being given here, is inner knowledge, some sort of knowledge about the way things work, the way you work when it comes to being able to maybe manifest things. The general confirmation here, we have the crossroads coming through for you. So we're definitely seeing a new path opening up for you here, Libra. Brand new adventures await. Choosing which path you're going to go with your life here, and choosing that path with a sense of adventure and fun and you know, childlike joy. We have the child there. good luck around you. We have the Clover as well. So, you know, this is investing in the playfulness, investing in the adventure, investing in this new adventure for yourself, a new beginning, choosing that to be your path. You know, choosing the playful, joyful, adventurous route. And then, you know, the four-leaf clover, it's like everything coming up Libra here. Good luck around you, definitely good fortune for some of you. There's a wise investment because you're choosing it from the joy in your heart, not from your logic. Taking a jump into the deep end a little bit here too. High risk, high reward is going to pay off for you, Libra. So if there's a certain adventure you've been wanting to undertake and it's been feeling like, I don't know if that's too risky a venture. Like I do feel for some of you it may be like a new business venture. And you know, things are paying off. There's a unexpected like knowledge about how exactly to get this to take off the ground, that sort of thing. So for some of you, you know, that's the gift is the knowledge of how to make this work, how to jump in the deep end and make it work for yourself here. For others of you, like I said, I do specifically get that for someone there. The new adventure is to be a parent, like to delve into parenthood, and that's the child you're embracing is your own. Very interesting. Good luck with that, Libra. It's you know, it's definitely positive energy for you there. So you know, let me know how that goes. I would love to hear all the beautiful things you learn in the next week or so, and the ventures you undertake and the investments you make in yourself. Beautiful. Go for it, Libra. I just want to say go for it. I feel like you need to hear that. Go for it. You're being well supported by the energy. All right, but that's what we have for you. More than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe, and I will move on over to our Scorpios. Scorpio, the important message Scorpio needs right now. What's going on for Scorpio? Important messages for Scorpio, please. Water. You are a water sign, Scorpio, but I am seeing a lot of water energy here specifically. So it's feeling very watery, very emotional water. The waters of your emotions. We have the water carrier, okay? So carrying, the way that you're carrying your emotions, the way that you're holding those emotions, what really matters, reflecting and reprioritizing what really matters to you here, especially when it's, you know, holding on to certain emotions. Does that really matter to you? Maybe you need to reprioritize to, you know, remove some of those negative emotions from what you're carrying here, the burdens that you're carrying here. We also see the water oracle. Okay, psychic abilities, acting on visions, it's destined. So really reprioritizing what you want to act on here and really trusting your intuition when it comes to what really matters to you here, because it's kind of telling me, Scorpio, that what the things that truly matter to you are destined for you, but you need to really slow down and reflect upon if you're actually walking the path towards those things, because you know you're needing to reprioritize some things in your life. Like, just as an example here, if you really care about your career and going a certain direction in your career, why are you focusing so much on, you know, your love life or spending time with friends? If your career really is the most important thing to you right now, shouldn't that be the priority? So just as an example, it could go, you know, swap around those as necessary. So if love really matters to you, why are you spending so much time at work? Those sorts of things. Clarifying this message for Scorpio, please. Why are you not taking steps towards that? You know, it's acting on your intuition, acting on what you see for yourself in your future and taking actions towards that, rather than, you know, sitting with these priorities that aren't necessarily your true priority. I do feel for a lot of you, the the truth of what really matters to you is this: the heart, your heart space. Your heart knows what you want. You know already, acting on those visions. You have these abilities within you already. It's destined for you, Scorpio. Your heart knows. Your heart already knows what you want, where you want to go. You've been deceiving yourself. This is your card, the snake here. But it can be a little bit about, temptation and deception. It's kind of like you've been tempted to, I want to say, take the easy way out and not focus on what you truly want here, because in that example I gave before, it may be very easy to focus on work because that distracts you from the truth of what you really want. And it's easy to distract yourself, and it's tempting to just tell yourself that that's your priority because that's what you're doing all the time, and understanding that there is a little bit of deception there, Scorpio. Your self-deception. You're deceiving yourself into telling yourself that these things matter. Do they? Needing to have a big D&M with yourself. We have the birds here as well. So conversations with yourself, conversations with, your heart. What really matters. It's time to reflect on that and ask yourself what really matters, and to recognize the truth of your heart, what you truly, truly desire and envision for yourself in the future, and start to ask yourself how you can take actionable steps towards that. For some of you with that conversations card, I do feel like, for those of you where you are, reflecting, reprioritizing, realizing that love is something that you do want to involve yourself in a little bit more. You want to prioritize that a little bit more. Communication, conversations, having conversations with people, not being afraid to tell people that, because I'm picking that up here, Scorpio, mostly intuitively at the moment, but I am sort of picking up that, not only are you not telling yourself that matters to you, but you're telling other people that it doesn't matter to you. Part of being, sometimes it's easier to be honest with others than it is to ourselves. And it's not until we, verbalize that to somebody else that we can really actually be honest with ourselves about that. So for some of you, you may be needing to have a conversation with someone and tell them the truth of you, what you truly want to prioritize in your life. I feel like for a lot of you that may actually really help you, going to someone and telling them, this is what I really want. I don't know how to get it. Maybe they can give you some good advice. Maybe they can help you reprioritize your life in a way that works for you. I'm just getting for someone there too. It's like, as soon as you have that conversation, the truth opens up in front of you, and you know exactly what to do. And because I am feeling someone here, it's maybe just one of you, Scorpio, but I am picking up on this energy of like, as soon as you open up to somebody and tell them this is what I truly want, then you realize it yourself. And then you know exactly what you have to do and who you have to do in order to start getting to that. Because I feel like there's something here about whoever this specific person is, there's someone specific that you envision as part of your future. And right now you're not doing anything about that. And they're not going to be in your future if you don't have that conversation. I want you in my future. Interesting. Let me know, Scorpio, in the comments. I'd love to hear all about that. As I'm always saying, I love love. So give me the goss, guys. I love it. That's what we have for you today, Scorpio. And please subscribe. And you're more than welcome to check your other placements as well. And we will move on over to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What's important for Sagittarius to know right now? Important messages for Sagittarius, please. beneath the surface. What's really driving you, your true motives, and breaking free from the depths of yourself that you've found yourself stuck in. Here, Sagittarius, you've been a little bit trapped in a certain emotion. It feels like you maybe have been trapped in a certain thing that's happened in your life, and it sort of has trapped you into this cycle of feeling as though that's the only thing you've got to motivate you. But there's a truth beyond that. Break through the surface of that and ask yourself, what is really driving you here? What are your true motives here? Okay. We also have Atlantis. I know these cards are quite pale. Keep the big vision. Stay in alignment as you grow. So what is the big vision? What's really driving you? That's what's really driving you, is this this ultimate vision you have for yourself here. So that's what's driving you. Why are you straying from focusing on that? And staying, why are you swaying and not staying in full alignment with that truth, that that dream that you want fulfilled, that wish that you have, that thing that you really want in life for yourself? Why are you straying from the path a little bit here? Okay, I nearly said Aquarius. You may be dealing with an Aquarius, or you may have a strong Aquarius placement here, Sagittarius. But, Atlantis, Aquarius, very similar words. Maybe I'm just losing track of myself. Sagittarius, confirming this, clarifying this message for Sagittarius, please. What's important for Sagittarius to know right now? Destiny. Have faith. Have faith in yourself. Keep the bigger picture in mind. Have faith that you are going to get there. Everything is going to fall into place. This is your destiny, Sagittarius. You know that that's destined for you. You know that that's what's truly driving you. You know that that's the bigger picture that you need to keep in mind. Have faith that it is possible. We have the book coming through here, as well as the snake. Okay, so the snake does talk about a little bit of self-deception here. All right, so this is partly what you're breaking free from. Okay, breaking free from this temptation to allow yourself to believe that this is how the story goes and this is what I'm stuck in. This is what... Because it's a breaking free kind of energy. Like, you're deceiving yourself into thinking that you already know everything that there is to know. That's why you're lacking faith a little bit in this bigger goal, this lifelong dream, or whatever that is for you here. This big vision that you have for yourself. Part of you is sort of telling yourself that, no, I already know how the story's going for me, and it's not going to result in this big vision. It's not going to, I'm never going to get there. You're kind of deceiving yourself into allowing yourself to believe that your story is confined to one page. It's not. You have the ability here to learn more about how you are holding back and how you are giving into temptation, which is kind of coming through as giving into temptation to deceive yourself, to kind of make excuses. You're kind of telling yourself, that's never going to be possible for me, so therefore there's no point me trying to drive towards that. You know that you're deceiving yourself about that. You know that the impossible can be possible. As long as you have faith that it can, everything will fall into place here. So stop deceiving yourself that it's not possible, because it is. And the more that you're telling yourself that it's not possible, the more impossible you are making it. Okay, so Sorry to call you out a little bit there, Sagittarius, but that's what's coming through for you. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know, what that big vision is for you. Or if you do have a topic that you would like me to delve into in a reading, let me know. And I will move on over to our Capricorns. Okay, Capricorn. Important messages for Capricorn, please. What does Capricorn need to know right now? Capricorn. Capricorn. Stop being so rigid, Capricorn. Flow. Breathe in and out. You don't have to just breathe in all the time. I don't know who that was for, but there you go. We have the pearl coming through first for you, Capricorn. So this is alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace. Capricorn, you've already done all the hard work. Why are you being so rigid and you're heading straight for this reward at the end of this light at the end of the tunnel, Capricorn. Why are you being so rigid and telling yourself that you have to keep working, you have to keep more work. I have to stay structured. I can't just allow things to flow and happen. I have to keep trying. This is what I'm getting. I have to keep trying. I have to keep building more and more. It's like, I'm seeing okay, someone trying to build a Lego set, yeah? Let's say the Death Star, because why not? You're trying to build the Lego Death Star. You've got the box emptied. You've followed all the instructions. That's what you've been doing for the past couple of years, Capricorn. You've been following the instructions, putting that brick in the right spot there, putting this brick in the right spot there. You get to the end of the instruction booklet. You stop and you look and you go, oh, look, it's the Death Star. It's completed. But then you're seeing the box still has 100 more pieces in it. Anyone that's done a Lego set before, sometimes Lego are pretty cool and they chuck in some extra pieces, in case, especially the finicky pieces, this one might go missing easily or be broken easily. So they've got extra pieces in some of the boxes, yeah? But you, Capricorn, you've seen those extra pieces and you go, that's it, I mustn't be finished. I have to keep working. And all of a sudden you're putting these extra 100 bricks, you're trying to put that one there and you're trying to put this one there. And now all of a sudden it's not the Death Star anymore. You were completed. Why do you keep building when it's already completed? You've already opened the oyster and seen the pearl. Why isn't that good enough for you, Capricorn? I want to say. I'm sorry to be a little bit confronting. I pulled Sagittarius up on some stuff too, don't worry. But it's like, yeah, it's something in your life. It's already been built. You've put all the hard work in already. You've already put all the bricks in place. The more that you keep trying to build on something that has already been built, you're adding extra pressure. You're adding extra weight. You're changing things from what it should be. And now all of a sudden it's not a Death Star. It's a Death Star with a extra cannon thruster or something, and that throws off the weight of the whole Death Star and it goes spiraling out of space. And bang, there it goes, crashing and burning into a million pieces. You have to rebuild the whole thing. Don't go overboard, Capricorn. I know you want to work. I know you want to keep building. I know you think you can just keep. No. Sometimes we need to stop and realize something is complete. Stop trying to build on something that has already been built. You've already done the work. Stop, Capricorn. The Water Oracle. Psychic abilities, acting on visions, it's destined. So you already know. And you already know exactly that this is already, I don't want to say finished, and I don't want to say over and done with, because, you know, it's not that. It's that you've already done the work, okay? It's kind of like it's time to just sit back and relax and allow that to come to you now. You know, you've done your part. You've built all you can. Now you're kind of just waiting for someone over in the corner who's building all the Jedis that have to come and, you know, all the Darth Vader, right? They're building Darth Vader over there. So now you just have to sit back and wait for them to do their part. And you already know this. You have a strong vision of exactly how this is going to look when it's completed. But you've done all that you can do. You've built your part. You've done your part, Capricorn. Stop trying to build on something when you now actually need to stop and allow someone else to do their part. That's coming through relatively strongly, and a very interesting analogy there, Capricorn. But let's see if we can get any extra info for you. Clarifying this message for Capricorn, please. Important message for Capricorn. Other than sit back and relax. And I'm trying not to be hard on you, Capricorn, but like, I'm a Capricorn myself, and sometimes us Capricorns, we need to just chillax a little bit more, yeah? We're seeing you. We have the bear here, strong, powerful. You're definitely coming through very strong and powerful. We know how good a builder you are, Capricorn. It's okay. We all know. Rather than continuing to build on this, just nurture it and allow it. Protect it from being smashed. Okay? The best way for you to protect it is to step back and just allow. Okay? You need to be steady as she goes, this anchor energy. You may feel like you need to be stuck. You need to be stuck in place. Do not move a muscle. Do not put any more bricks on that Death Star. Stay still. Stay still. Strong, powerful, standing in your own right, yes. But you need to be strong and powerful to yourself as well, and ask yourself to stop. Just stay very steady. Steady as she goes, all right? We see the mountain as well. So that's your card, Capricorn. You've already done the work. It's time to stop. You've already climbed that mountain, and you're just sitting at the top waiting for your hiking buddy to join you. You can't do the work for everyone. You can't do the work for everyone. You can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped. They're over there building their Darth Vader all by themselves, and they don't need your help. I'm sorry, Capricorn, but you need to stop and sit back and allow. Okay, it's, you know, and ultimately this pearl is really, really good positive energy, all right? But you need to allow it. If you are at the top of this mountain waiting for your hiking buddy to get to the top, and you're so focused looking down the mountain, yelling out, do this, go that way, go this way, you're not stopping and enjoying the view. You're at the top of this giant mountain. Do you know how much you can see from there? You stop and enjoy the view for a minute, Capricorn. Stop and just luxuriate in how much work you've done. You've built a lot here, Capricorn. You are strong. You are powerful. Stop and enjoy it for a second, okay? Take a day off. Take a day off to just gratitude, Capricorn, as well here. You know, stop and have gratitude for how much work you have done and how much you have built. And just know that it may not be up to you now to do the rest. Someone else may need to come and do their building as well. You've done your bit, okay? So, you know, I'm getting a building a house kind of reference, yeah? Like you are a bricklayer, Capricorn, and you've laid all the bricks, you've laid the foundation, you've poured the cement foundation, you've put all the bricks and the framework up for the house, but you're not a roofer. You now have to just stop and wait for the roofer before we can progress. Yeah? So sorry to be so harsh on you, Capricorn, but that's what I'm getting, and it's coming through in that kind of blunt force stop kind of way. Just stop what you're doing, sit down, have a coffee, have a chocolate, have a break, have a Kit Kat. Sorry, Capricorn. I love you guys, but sometimes we put too much work in, okay? And like I said, you can't do everyone's work for them. Sometimes they need to learn themselves how to do it themselves. You might be the best bricklayer out there, but sometimes you need to chill and let someone else learn how to do it. All right? So sorry about being so confronting, but that's what we've got for you today. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I will move on over to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Aquarius, what's important for Aquarius to know right now? Important messages for Aquarius, please. Aquarius, thank you. Gratitude, appreciating what is sustaining you. Okay, so this is the card of gratitude, really being grateful for all the beautiful things that you have, no matter how small, no matter what those things are, being grateful, stopping to smell the roses, stopping to say thank you. You know, I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Okay, that's really going to help keep you sustained in the coming here. I feel it's important for a lot of you here to just stop and be thankful for what you've got, whether you know whether that's sleep in that day or I got out of bed today. No matter what those small things are, appreciate I've got this person in my life. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being in my life. It might be a Sagittarius because I did get this next card in the Sagittarius reading and I did accidentally call them Aquarius. So some of you guys might be connected somehow to Sagittarius placements or Sagittarius. Maybe that's who you're needing to thank. And I was a bit hard on Sagittarius, so they probably need the thank you today. We have Atlantis coming through there. Keep the big vision. Stay in alignment as you grow. So that's how you stay in alignment as well, is being grateful for the things along the path that are in alignment with where you're going. Okay, so if you have this big vision, this big goal, this dream future that you're seeing for yourself. I'm just trying to think of an example here. Everyone understands money, yeah? So we'll say, you know, you've got this big dream that you're going to have a certain amount of money in the future. You found $5 on the street. Thank you, universe, for I needed that extra $5. Every little bit counts towards that big money future. It's going to be different things. It's not necessarily money at all. That's just a very easy example. Clarifying this message for Aquarius, please. But yeah, holding on to the big picture, what you really want in your life, and then, you know, every time you see something that feels like a step in the right direction, really being grateful for those little steps. And the more that you're putting it out there, that thank you so much for putting that in my path, or putting, you know, giving me this step in the right path, because you're going to manifest more of those steps in the right direction. Okay, clarifying this message for Aquarius, please. Ooh. Some of you, it is money. Yeah, okay, so the first two cards I'll come back to, but the third card I've got here is the mice energy, okay, which is, this is that tendency to focus on what you don't have rather than what you do have. So that's why we're seeing that thank you message, that gratitude message. It's very important for you to shift your way of thinking at the moment, Aquarius, and really focusing on what you do have rather than the things that you have lost, or the things that have been taken from you, the past. Today is not the past. Today is a brand new future. Okay. The more that you focus on what you don't have, the things that, it's going to stress you out. It just stresses you out, and it takes away from you. It takes your energy. It moves you away from where you need to go. So I just feel as though that's just a bit of a side note for a bit of a shift within your own mentality there, being grateful for what you do have rather than stressing about what you don't have. Okay. But these two came out together. We have the clover and the fish. So them two being together is a really positive sign, because the fish is all about money, and the clover is one of the money sort of cards as well. It does talk about good luck on your side. It talks about investments paying off for you. So it's really a good time for you to be investing in things financially. Keep the big vision, staying in alignment with that as you grow. So, an investment is the big vision, yeah? So if I invest $10 now, that might grow to $100 in a year. So the big vision is the $100 in the year. You need to invest that $10 now if you want to see that $100 in a year from now. Being grateful for the opportunity to invest in things within your life at the moment. So for some of you here, it's taking a bit of a risk, especially with money. With the mice there, I would steer clear of gambling, okay, because you need to be very careful with your mindset towards it at the moment as well. So, if you're gambling, that may be not the right mindset sort of stuff. But investing, yes. Gambling, no. You do have short-term luck around you and good fortune around the money stuff. But with the mice there, I would really be careful about that, on a gambling sort of sense. Especially the bottom of the deck, I've got the garden here, which is the card of social stuff. So, I feel as though you would be at more risk to lose when you're around, depending on the people that you're around. Okay, so if you're around people with a very negative sort of mindset, you're going to lose. If you're around people that show you gratitude and you're grateful, you have a lot of gratitude for that person in your life, more chance to win. Okay, so but I'm picking up, it's like investments good, gambling bad. Okay, is what I'm sort of picking up there. But it's keeping that bigger vision. Gambling is not keeping the bigger vision. Yeah, investments is keeping that bigger vision. Like if I invest $10 now, I know I'm going to get a return on that. Whereas gambling is if I invest $10 now, I might lose that. So I feel like investing in things that you know are going to pay off for you in that bigger vision, that long term. Investing in longer term stuff is what's going to pay off for you, and stopping and being thankful for the opportunity to invest in those things. It may not be actual money for some of you as well. The fish is not just money. It is the card of abundance and wealth. So, what makes you feel wealthy? Is it love? Is it having really good people in your life? Investing in those things that make you feel happy and abundant, and a wealth of love, beauty, luck, all those sorts of things, happiness, friendship, all those sorts of things. Okay, but you're more than welcome to check your other placements, Aquarius. Subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, let me know if there's a specific topic you would like me to delve into, and I will move on over to our Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Important messages for Pisces, please. What does Pisces need to know right now, please? Pisces. Seeing a few people getting this first card today. You have the Pearl. Alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace. So I can recall Libra and Capricorn both got this card. I believe someone else got it as well, but I can't recall. Can't recall what the other sign was that got that. So, you may want to check your other placements. Always welcome, of course. The reward at the end, the light at the end of the tunnel, from grit to grace. You're opening that oyster and realizing, oh, look, there's this beautiful pearl. We do see it's really opening up to you. I'm getting this opening up energy, especially with this card here, the water carrier. Okay, so you can see in that picture the hands open, catching the water. What really matters, reflecting and reprioritizing. Okay, Pisces. So stopping and really reflecting on, what am I putting my hands out for? What am I asking for here? Do I need to reprioritize what I'm asking for? Am I asking for the things that I truly want? Especially with the reward at the end. Am I putting my hands out to receive that reward that I want? Or am I just taking whatever's given to me here? Needing to really reflect and reprioritize what truly matters to you. So I did also get this card for someone as well. Scorpio got this card as well, Pisces. So it's like the example I was giving for Scorpio was like, if you truly care about love deep down, and you why are you working all the time if love should be your priority? And vice versa. Why are you spending so much time in relationships or out with your friends if moving forward in your career is your true priority here? It's really needing to stop and ask yourself, what do I want that reward to be at the end of the day? What do I want from life? What is my priority? What do I want the most? Am I actually focusing on that at all? Okay. Pisces. Clarify this energy for Pisces, please. Important messages for Pisces. Okay, Pisces. So yes, we are seeing the mice come through first. So you are currently, this is your current kind of energy, and this is what we're needing to shift for you, Pisces. I do see that shifting because we have the scythe coming through next. So you're breaking free from these mice. You're breaking free from them and making sudden, impulsive sorts of changes towards, more positive energy, towards what actually does truly matter to you. We do see the mice is the past. Okay, things that stress you out, things that keep you up at night, things that have been eating away at you and stressing you out and just taking from your energy here. For a lot of you, it's a loss that you've suffered in the past, and you've kind of been dwelling on that grit, okay, rather than knowing that you're about to open up that oyster and get to the pearl. You're dwelling on the dirt, and how I've been in the dirt. So you're focusing on the past rather than that dirt is what creates the pearl. Okay. Whereas we are shifting. That's the reprioritizing. That's the sudden change to focus on what really matters. This mice energy, that doesn't really matter. That's the past. Past can't hurt you anymore. Well, it can't hurt you anymore. That's the past. Do you want the past to continue to be your present? Because the more that you're dwelling on that, the past is it's your present. The more that you dwell on that, that's your present. Do you want to wake up tomorrow and still be stressed about that? Do you want to wake up 5 years from now and still be stressed about that? It's time to stop and reflect on that and reprioritize where you're actually moving towards rather than have been. You're moving towards this bear energy, Pisces. Protecting yourself, nurturing yourself, standing strong and tall and firm in your own power, having boundaries as well for a lot of you here. setting up boundaries. I'm not going to tolerate this mice energy anymore. I refuse to tolerate that behavior. I don't know why I heard it like that, but anyway. I refuse to tolerate the grit anymore. I only want pearls. I'm only going to open up oysters if there's pearls in there. I'm not going to allow the dirt to hold me back anymore. I deserve better than that. I'm going to nurture myself and care for myself and put up boundaries and refuse to accept that behavior. I do feel like I'm getting that clearly. I will not tolerate this behavior. So, it may have to do with someone's past behavior towards you, and a lack of respect is what I'm hearing. So you're refusing to allow that to continue anymore from anyone, which is good. It's taking you to it's taking you in the direction you need. That's what really matters to you, because you're refocusing and finding the grace and the positive energy for yourself here, and reflecting and reprioritizing yourself, nurturing yourself. Okay, so it's really positive energy. Ultimately, there, it's just asking you to sort of just make a little bit of a shift within yourself and understand that grit. Yeah, that grit is what has helped create this pearl. But you're no longer grit. You're no longer that dirt. You're no longer stuck in the dirt. You are, this beautiful pearl, lustrous and shiny and beautiful. Okay, the light at the end of the tunnel. You're almost at it, Pisces. You just need to refocus on what is the light for you, rather than allowing yourself to focus so much on the dirt that has gotten you there. All right. That's what I've got for you today, Pisces. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know if there is a specific topic you would like me to delve into in a future reading. I would love to hear from you guys. And hopefully I'll see you all again soon.